Now, listen, you guys, who knew that in 2024, Nicki Minaj would literally be vindicated when people tried to make it seem like she's insane, okay? Joe Budden and Akademiks actually stayed there and subtly admitted that the Transformers record label have always gone against Nicki Minaj, okay? And we're going to be talking about this entire Bongo 2 situation with a Boa thing that's dropping on Friday and how there are some legends that are going to be dropping together with her, Future and Ghana. So we're going to be discussing about that, you guys. And we are also going to be talking about the Transformer lashing out at fans and I guess JT. And you do know what that means when she starts doing all these shenanigans. We're also going to be discussing about the Vetements designer gigged by Nicki Minaj. All right. Now, these are some of the things that we will be discussing in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So first of all, we're going to talk about this entire situation with Pacific. I think we're just going to call it that, the Transformers record label. So it all began with Joe Budden and Akademiks. They were basically discussing this entire Drake issue. And Akademiks did say to Joe Budden, do you think that Drake should take the approach that Nicki Minaj took with Pacific? And, Joe Budden was like, no, their situations are different completely. You do know Akademiks is always, looking for a way to bail Drake out of this entire mess that he found himself in. And, he has been likening the Drake situation to the Nicki Minaj situation, which I don't subscribe to because I do believe that, well, they were great industry giants and machines behind the H train, which is not the same thing for Drake, okay? Drake is literally in bed with the industry. It's only her peers that are going against it, and probably a few of powerful people, just a few, and they're not even as powerful as the people that are in bed with Drake. So that does not count as an H train in my own opinion, okay? And so Joe Biden rightfully said, don't compare the situations. I don't think it's the same situation because he did say that we all know that Pacific has always been against Nicki Minaj. They tried to stop her, several times. And then he also went ahead to say that, well, Drake really is in bed with all these record labels. They have deals together, which is not the same thing as Nicki Minaj and, of course, Pacific Records. Okay. So I was just listening to them speaking and I'm like, oh my goodness, look at you. Look at you admitting that this record label was actually behind all this mess, all right? And Joe even went further to say, like Nicki Minaj always said, she said to, the Transformer that, well, it's not even you, it's the people behind you. Like you're just the face of it all. But, the real agenda has the people that are backing you. Hey, I could not believe my ears, you guys. I absolutely could not believe my ears. Okay, this just goes to show you that if really people want to, paint you as a crazy person, they can get away with that. Because in 2018, 2019, 2020, throughout during, the panorama, these people painted Nicki Minaj as insane. These people acted like there was nothing like the industry machine behind the H train. These people acted like the H train is not, a real thing. Like Nicki Minaj is just making it up in her mind. These people literally were out there calling Nicki spiraling. Oh my goodness, she's delusional. No one is trying to end her. This is what these people used to say, you guys. So seeing all these men sitting there and acknowledging that Pacific has been trying to stop Nicki Minaj, it's a bittersweet moment. It's a sweet moment because then Nicki Minaj gets to be vindicated. But it's also a bitter thing to see them out there proudly sitting down and acknowledging this when you guys painted this woman as a mad woman. Honestly speaking, jokes aside, banter aside, that's too much to process. Imagine Nicki Minaj bumping into a video where these two men who were at the forefront of the H train in as far as urban blogging and urban media is concerned, they were literally in the forefront, you guys, of the H train, painting her to be an insane and delusional woman. And now, years later, you are sitting down there trying to defend a man, and that's when you're now only acknowledging everything that happened. No, take a moment, you guys, regardless of who you support. Imagine trying to convince the whole world that you are not insane. You do know that there is an agenda to end you, and everybody is out there saying you're insane. Even those people born in 2010, 8-year-olds calling her insane when they don't even know anything about the industry, because majority of these people were just being fed propaganda. And that's why I always tell you that a lot of these people are out there saying, Nicki is delusional, Nicki is crazy. You will ask them, why do you not like her? They will say, oh, well, because she got married to Kenneth. And I'm like, well, before that, why did you not like her? They will say, well, because she was stopping other people's bag. And I'm like, oh, well, before Remy Ma came, why don't you like her? Like, it's literally always something. Anyway, you guys, I'm just going to try and insert a snippet of the conversation between Joe Budden and Akademiks, and of course, let me know what you think about that. And I really do find it annoying that Akademiks is trying to liken this entire Drake situation to Nicki Minaj, because, honey, it is not the same thing. It is not the same thing. Like, Nicki Minaj literally had an illiterate person throw a shoe at her. And people said, well, you deserved it. Imagine that, you guys. Imagine that. Who threw something at Drake? And who's applauding anyone for doing that? If anything, right now, after all the happenings that are going in, we are all sympathizing with them. You know? So I do not know, you guys. Let me know in the comment section, obviously, what you think about this entire situation. I'm just going to quickly insert a snippet of the conversation.
If you're Drake, do you also take the approach that Nicki took with Atlantic in terms of, she used to say, yo, Cardi's just a mouthpiece. Atlantic has been doing shit trying to replace me. Really, my beef is with them. If you're Drake and now you see Epic,
you can't do that if you're Drake. You can't do that. Drake has got too much money with all of these people. We've been fly. I done signed off on shit for Epic sooner than I was supposed to. Nicki was never that for Atlantic. Y'all was always the op. Y'all was always in the way. Drake, I don't think, is looking at Epic like that. I've worked with all of the major labels for the last 15 years, differently than the other artists.
Do you think Future has that power to be able to flex that then? Hey, Hey, if y'all care about me and care about what I've been doing for y'all recently, ain't no Drake shit coming over here to get cleared. Given the fact it's Drake.
I don't want to play that game.
Well, there you had it, you guys. There you had it, okay? And the next thing that we're going to be talking about, still talking about propaganda, it does seem like, well, Bongo 2 is out there letting us know that on Friday, she is going to be dropping a single that is called Boa. And it does seem like, well, lately she really has been obsessed with the snake, and, her ability to shamelessly admit to, her snaky behavior is appealing to me. Trust me, had it been anyone else, it would be a different story, but because it's her, she will bite you and then she will cry, and everybody will say, oh, just let her bite you. Just let her bite you. Just let her bite you. And they will sympathize with her. She will do the biting and they will ask you to massage her whilst she's biting you. That's one thing about her. Her sympathy campaign is absurd for a rapper, honestly, if we're gonna be honest, okay? And so it does seem like she might be out of luck, actually, because Future is out there announcing also that he is going to be dropping a mixtape. So obviously people are like, okay, what's happening? Is Future consciously blocking her? Because you guys do know that, well, it was reported that Future also charged her an arm and a leg for a feature. So people are really, people in the conspiracy theories, people are out there saying that, well, Future is deliberately doing that to her. Personally, I don't even like Bongo 2 like that, but I do think that it's a reach. I don't think that Future is intentionally doing it. And not only is Future the one who's going to be dropping, it does seem like, well, what's his name again? Ghana is also going to be dropping his album, and the two of them had a little bit of subliminals, because Future was out there saying that, oh, well, F the album, my mixtape is going to be insane. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, do you think that the sympathy queen, the sympathy snake sympathy the sympathy snake will be able to withstand this entire future, and of course Ghana situation? Okay, now I would not put it past the team to basically delay the release. I could see them doing that. But hey, let me know in the comment section, obviously, you guys, what you think about that. All right. Now, still speaking about the guys, it does seem like Kendrick Lamar is expected to debut at #1 on the Billboard 100. And of course, this is being received with mixed feelings, with some people saying that, well, you should basically say thank you, Drake, because it is through him that you managed to get all this hype. You wouldn't have gotten the #1. And some people are like, oh, well, you did that with the district, so it's a gag. So what exactly do you think about this entire situation? Now, personally, in this entire beef that has been going on, I really have been low-key or high-key rooting for Kendrick. But I will say that, okay, in as much as Drake is not my favorite person like that, I think let me try and be objective enough to say that indeed Drake's popularity sort of also gave him, the momentum. I feel like this is his moment. Except, his disses were actually direct, and he was not being scared. So I would say that Kendrick was actually rapping and was not scared to get into it. And I don't think that is much of payola with Kendrick. People were genuinely curiously, streaming the diss tracks and things like that. So it's not the same as his. Like directly, it's sort of his moment, but with a pinch of salt. So anyway, you guys, let me know obviously what you think about that. Moreover, this song only had 5 streaming days. 5, you guys. 5 streaming days. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, you guys, it does seem like the Vetements designer, whose name I'm not going to pronounce, okay, because I do not want to mess up his name. But I promise you, I know his name. I'm not like the Transformer. I'm not just gonna say, well, he's Asian and all. I know his name, but I don't want to butcher it. But plus, anyway, he did not design anything for me. So even if I don't say his name, I mean, if major superstars, legends, lyricists, fashionistas cannot remember red carpet names, who am I? Who am I to remember the designer names? But anyway, you guys, that guy was in Nicki Minaj's comment section and was basically giving her a tens. He did say queen in Nicki's comment section, okay? And of course, people are gagging at that, saying that look at how he's still out there mesmerized by Nicki Minaj, and yet he's not the one who designed, her Met Gala outfit. So I'm just like, Nicki ate you guys. What do you expect them to do? And one thing about designers is they know what's cool and what's not cool. So the fact that he's out there, despite not designing for her, and giving her tens really means a lot. Now I see why the Transformer is mad. And for those of you who are like, stop talking about the Transformer if you like her. Go tell Charlamagne that. Go tell Jason that. Go tell Kyle that. Go tell the Shade Room that. Go tell all these mainstream media platforms before you come on a page that has got less than 20,000 subscribers. Like, what are you? Like, honestly speaking, you guys, allow me to go off tangent for a little bit, because listen, you guys really got it in your head that a blog is supposed to say nice things about the Transformer. As long as you mention the Transformer, praise her. That's what you're supposed to do. This girl has ruined media for everyone. Everybody thinks media is supposed to be propaganda. Like, that's what everybody thinks at this point. It's insane. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. All those blogs you're seeing out there that are constantly praising her, you should question yourself why they are always babying her. So if if your mind really tells you just because a blog does not like someone, they shouldn't mention her. If your mind reasons like that, this is not the platform for you. This is not the platform for you. I mean, we're seeing how your favorite is out there, destroying her own career by telling blogs to stop posting her. Like, none of the urban blogs are actually still posting her. I mean, the Shade Room stopped, and then she moved over to Kyle. Kyle was not posting her at the moment. unless if they make up in the future. So go away with that entire mindset, okay? A blog is not your PR package. I am not the Transformers PR package. So please don't even play with me. You do know the YouTube channels that are on a PR packages allegedly, okay? And go there, okay? And leave me alone because I'm not part of them, okay? If I know you so much, just don't click. Anyway, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, you guys, we are going to talk about the Transformer. The Transformer is out there spiraling on Twitter Spaces, and she was talking about how she's going to be featured on somebody else's song, and you know how she does not feel like the usual. There was nothing new really about that trend. The usual thing, oh, I'm so nervous, oh, I'm so nervous, oh, it might come. And I'm like, every time you're dropping something, you're always, oh, I'm so nervous, oh, sympathize with me, oh, if it flops, understand me. That's basically the message that she's trying to pass out there. So she was like, oh, well, I didn't think I was going to be the fit for the song, oh my goodness. And I'm just like, girl, just drop the music and keep it moving. And this is why I don't buy this little act of hers, this whole sympathize with me thing. Because as soon as she was done talking about the song and wanting sympathy and talking about her nerves and things like that, did she not go off tangent like I just did and she started talking about, oh, these people don't even money, you are poor. Like, who even refers to someone as poor? Broke is better, you guys. Poor. Who does that? No, man. Like, who refers to someone as poor is such a deep word. It's such a deep word that people who actually have senses, even the rich, they don't refer to others as poor. You could say somebody's broke. Ugh, embarrassing. And she was like, oh, this rap girl, this person tries to come for me, or they're poor. I know influencers who even make more than, than them. And I'm like, we don't care about that in as far as rap is concerned, okay? We really don't care about that, okay? Take it to the booth or hush, okay? It's not even about your money. Okay, it's not about your money. It's about your talent. Do you have talent against this person or do you not? Because we are not out here, holding a contest for billionaires. I mean, if we wanted that, Elon Musk is there. Why would we come to you? We have Elon Musk. We've got, Rihanna. I've never heard, Rihanna out there talking about poor people, poor, and she's a billionaire. So it's insane to me when I see her doing all this money talk and things like that. I'm just like, talk about rap. Do you have talent? Can you write a rap? That's what we want to know. Okay, you can have your money, be an influencer. Trust me, the day she decides to do that, I won't even, you won't even see her on my channel, like all of you who are requesting that. But as long as she is in the rap streets and as long as people are out there trying to put her on a fake female rap pedestal, I will talk about her and we will be bothered about her. And when we talk about her, we will be talking about raps. We'll be talking about talent. That's what we will do, because that's what we care about. We don't care about her money. So I found it really funny that from being, oh, sympathize with me, she went in straight calling people poor. And of course, people were assuming that she was talking about Jetavia. The last thing that we are going to be talking about, I think I might insert a snippet because it was a very long rant and, she swears a lot and it's not really good, So I will probably insert like a 1 minute clip of her little rant at the end because I do know that some of you really do not want to be subjected to that much ignorance. I'm just kidding, you guys. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, so people also were speculating that maybe she's talking about an Ice Spice feature and things like that. And I did tell you before that I wouldn't be surprised if Ice Spice, the next thing she does pop out with the Transformer collaborating on a song. I would not be shocked. But then again, I would not be shocked when the voodoo catches up with her because you literally applied for it, okay? Submitted, CVs and stuff, portfolio to be hexed. So in my own opinion anyway. The next thing that we are going, I think this video is too long, you guys. I will talk about this in my next video. It's pretty long and I don't want to bore you. So yeah, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.
So, bitch took me off track because I be seeing this up and down, up and down, up and down my And it's like, you always talk about me, you fucking big chest. Why the fuck is you here? Fucking pimple chest. I know you got mad fucking spots on your chest. Get the fuck out of here, ho. Anyways, like I was saying, so fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. So yeah, I've been getting hit up for like the past 3 weeks. Somebody want like a verse on like one of their songs. I was a little bit hesitant about it. Because it's like I just feel like I just don't fit the song, and like certain things I feel like I should just let people do their stuff. But I kept getting asked. I kept my team kept getting asked, and I kept getting asked. And then I have a really really good relationship with these people, like a really good relationship. Like it's like sometimes you have a good relationship with the artist, but then not only do you have a good relationship with the artist, you also have good relationship with like the artist team, and my team and their team get along and everything. Oh, sorry. So I started freaking with the song, and I did a verse, and I really really like it. So I might let that go. I might let that go this week, or probably in the middle of next week. It most likely gonna be this week. It depends on like paperwork and all that. But it's like I really like this verse because I know y'all be like, oh, app music. We don't want to hear no app. But yeah. No, it's okay. No, you can bring it right here. Like, y'all be like, app. But I don't think this verse give up. I feel like this some real cash, and it's like I can't wait because it's like I be sometimes feeling. I know I don't come on social media much and rant much and everything, but sometimes I be feeling like who the fuck you is talking to? I know my fans. I know Barty Gang will be fake trying me. I know y'all always have my back, but it's like I just be feeling like where do the nerves be coming from? You know what I'm saying?